in the midst of my boy Casey Neistat ending his vlog, I've decided I might take up the vlog, see what happens. Maybe it's not going to be quite as long or extensive as his, but I'm going to do this thing. And today I'm starting off with a hater. Some hate. This guy messaged me in my Instagram to let me know how unfunny I was, which is great. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to go over the conversation. It's lovely. I don't know. Who spends the time to tell you how terrible you are? Okay, so my conversation with this guy goes a little something like this. I'm on my computer trying to look at it right now and read it at the same time. Hopefully this lighting works. He messaged me with, unfollow me. And as for some reason, my unfollow is not working. I unfollowed too many people by mistake on my Instagram. So I said, I can't currently. He says, well, I'm not following you back because I listened to one of your jokes and got mad at how unfunny it was. He got mad because a joke was not funny. It was so unfunny that he got angry about it. Sounds like a personal problem, first of all. And why are you letting your mood be affected by me not being funny? I've got a lot of good comments on my videos. People have said that they're very funny and that they've made their day. They're so funny. They're awesome. So one bad video, it might have offended him. I don't know. He was probably easily offended by something. Something in the video that he really was passionate about that I made a joke about. I'm sorry you got mad. So then I replied with, you got mad? Haha. And then he's this long response. Because you wasted my time when I was hoping to laugh. You have poor delivery and bad punchlines. Okay, probably do. I'm uploading videos every day with a new joke at noon. It's not that easy. I'd like to see other people do it. So I'm sorry I have poor delivery and bad punchlines. My bad, you know? So then I responded that he was the first person to tell me that. Are you some sort of comedy critic? You know, I'm trying to find out what he knows about comedy and stuff. And then he follows up with this whole thing about who he thinks I am, that I'm some sort of guy that is at the parties and he just tries to force laughs out of people, and that they fake laugh just so that I would get out of their face or something like that. He said, you can see it in their eyes. You should look for it rather than preparing for your next joke. So basically he's consulting me on my life, what I should be doing with it, that I should be out here at a party. I don't really go to parties, so I wouldn't notice that. But if I were, I should be prepared to see that people want me to go away because I'm not funny. Haven't seen that yet. A lot of people have been lying to me. So then, apparently, because they've said I'm funny, I said, I'm sorry to say you've pegged me completely wrong. I've never felt that, but it was a solid effort, my friend. And he says, lie again. And then I wanted a question to see why he does this kind of thing. So I said, do you get pleasure out of this? And he said, if you would have unfollowed me, none of these messages could be sent. Could be sent. I don't know what that means. I think it means would be sent. Hey, English, maybe tough for him. So yes, the answer is yes. He definitely likes making fun of people. It's like a passion of his. This is fun. I have a lot of good comments, so it's great that I have a hater. Maybe it's actually doing something. That's a positive. So I tell him, you know, my unfollow is broken. It's not working right now. I'm trying to unfollow you. I have no need to follow you. And he said, then don't follow me. We've gone over this. I'm trying to not follow you, and I can't. What the heck do you want me to do? I told him I can't unfollow, along with, I'm kind of shoving these things back in him now. Along with not being the friendliest of people, I don't think you understand English too well. Because he doesn't. I'm saying it plain English. I can't unfollow you. I'm trying to unfollow you. I don't want to unfollow you. I don't want to follow you, and I can't. So what do you want me to do? And he says, there should be literally no way that can happen unless the app crashes. I'd suggest you upgrade your Instagram to the latest version so you're socially awkward. Mouth breathing self. Mouth breathing self. Is that an insult? I think that's what mouths do. They breathe. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Can unfollow me. My mouth breathing self. That's the weirdest insult I've ever heard. Let me know, guys. You heard an insult like that? I'm just getting engaged in conversation here. And then so I explained to him again, it's not allowing me to unfollow. You'll just have to have my lame, unfunny, useless human being self following you. What can you do? Like, it's not that big of a deal if I'm following you. I don't care about your selfies. I don't know, bro. And he says, I didn't call you useless. Why'd you add that in there? Low self-esteem? Low self-esteem. Actually, I'm one of the coolest people that ever lived. No, I'm not that cocky, but seriously, I'm fine and confident with myself. Whatever. This is coming from a guy who takes way too many selfies. I don't know. Selfies are weird. I don't get them. So, and then I come back with, hey man, I figure why not insult myself instead of your sad attempts of doing so? I like to beat them to the punch line, even though my punchlines aren't too good, apparently. I don't know. Yeah. And then he comes back with this witty quip right here. You just called yourself useless, LOL. Talk about a confidence boost. Good luck with your jokes, or whatever you like to do, man. Maybe you should work on yourself a little. I don't know what that means. What I'm supposed to be working on myself? Yeah, I do need to work on myself. In my daily life, I need to become better every day than the person that I was yesterday. Otherwise, there's no point in living if you're moving backwards. See, always got to work on yourself, But I don't think that's what the guy meant. I think he means that I should probably quit telling jokes or anything ever. It's not going to happen. This is one random dude whose opinion I really appreciate. Thank you. Laced Widget. That's his name. Laced Widget. I just looked at that. Laced Widget. Okay. Okay. So I explained to him what a joke is. It's called irony. But maybe you don't know what that is and why you might not understand the jokes and why you're getting so angry. Might be something there. They just understand what jokes are, or he likes comedians that swear through their whole thing. I don't know. It's not my gig. I said it's just a thought, my friend. And we're continuing this conversation. I have to get to that part. Yep, we still have more on this conversation. I gotta look it up on my phone, take another snapshot so we see where this is going. It's still going on right now as I'm taking this video. Holy crap! While I was making that last part of the video, he just had to make this whole rant. I think I got to his feelings or something, and he said this whole thing. Let me read it to you. You can read it for yourself. I'm going to put it on the video, but here it goes. You just seem like a sad person trying too hard. Okay, that's the wrong two. You need another O there. It's okay. English is not your strong suit, my friend. I'm just going to read the whole thing. I'm not going to talk about it. You just seem like a sad person trying too hard to cheer yourself up by doing things you find funny. But the problem you have is that your sense of humor doesn't apply to the majority of people out there. Only people like you who were bullied into a corner, and instead of contemplating why people were calling you weird for eating bugs, you just said to yourself, you know what? I'm me, and I'm awesome. It was reinforced by your teacher giving you a sticker to cover up your band-aids. The longer you talk to me, the deeper these are going to go, and eventually going to hit something. So I advise you stop. You stop trying too hard. I'm going to keep trying. This is great. This is great material. I'm going to see what else he has to say about me. Okay, on the last topic we just talked about, funny thing, I did eat a couple bugs when I was younger. I ate an ant. That really went well over the class. They liked that stuff. They're like, actually freaked out. Like, Joel ate an ant. I was like, it's just an ant, dude. It's not, whatever. It's crushed up. I was a kid. I was in probably kindergarten, first grade, whatever. I didn't have my head on straight. Still don't. I'm trying in life. I also was bullied in school. I don't know why that's a cool thing to bring up. Freshman year in high school, I did get bullied a little bit. In gym, in the locker room, I did get bullied. There's just people decided that it would be cool to have five guys on one, because that's a fair fight. I was also a lot smaller than them because I figure freshmen in high school do have a lot of anger problems and a lot of things to get out because they're failing. A lot of them are failing, and then in gym class, that's probably the only thing they're good at. But I did get bullied. I got over it later. I did make friends with other people that were not freshmen, so upperclassmen. Nobody really picked on me after that. I figured there's a lot of backup, so I was an entertaining individual who was made friends with upperclassmen, and nobody really bullied me after that. But I'm gonna keep seeing where this conversation goes. This is really interesting. I want to see what else he has to say about me. I love this. And it continues, people. It's probably the best day of my life. He continues on to say, it must have been wonderful the day the bullies got to the age where they felt bad for your lack of social awareness rather than picking on you for it. But I see it left a long-term effect, judging by your willingness to insult yourself before others do. Oh my gosh, I've insulted myself before others do. So that's how you do it. I feel like it must have started even before school. People thinking you're weird. People do think I'm weird. They say that to me all the time. But the thing about that is, pretty much everyone's weird. I'm just not the type of person to tell you you're weird, because it doesn't seem like a very nice thing to say. Like, I'll say you're like a unique and interesting individual. I'm not going to say you're weird. It's just not a nice thing to say to people. How do your parents feel about you? Oh, that's a question directly to me. How do my parents feel about me? From what they've told me, they're proud of me. It could be a lie. I don't know. They love me, though. I love them, so it's going pretty well between us. Other immediate family members. My cousins, we have a pretty good relationship. I can't wait till Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm freaking excited. They could be faking they like me. I don't know. But from what they've shown, they do like me. Most importantly, your peers. So I go to college. People think I'm weird. Yeah, it's true. They do think I'm weird. I do have a few friends. I don't have a lot of friends or anything, but that's fine. And he says that this is all irrelevant to me, though. I'm going back to sleep. But then I probe him, please, doctor, I need more. Come on, please, give me more. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful video. I think it's going well so far. So I got more out of him. Here we go. I told him I needed more, and he said, passive-aggressive comebacks must be part of your personality because they're enough to make people mad, but subtle enough to get the aggressor in trouble for wanting to punch you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. This is so easy. I'm putting in absolutely no work here. I'm just doing little lines, and he's filling all the blanks in for me. So we'll continue. Must have been real helpful as a meek child, as in I would get people in trouble for wanting to punch me. Maybe. Nobody really got in trouble. I really didn't get punched a lot. I did get punched, as I said, freshman year in high school. I got in a couple. I didn't get in any fist fights because I didn't have any skills in that area. So now here I go and say, yes, you understand me perfectly. Keep going. It's like no one understands me like you do. I love this conversation. And then he proceeds to give a few physical insults. Okay, I'm not a model. Has your nose always had that awkward tilt, or was it a result of you breaking it and not setting properly? You see that nose? It's a nice one. I like it. So I come back with, because I'm a comedian, I go, whatever. I'm actually part of a long line of toucans. Very good observation. And then he's like, he doesn't get the joke again. I didn't say your nose was big. That's what you said. I said it was crooked. Sorry. Okay, then I come from a very long line of people with crooked noses. My grandpa is actually he has a really big nose, and talk about it being a family of toucans, but he didn't get that. And then he says you're kind of, I don't say the word, crappy. I'm going to say crappy at being a person. So my whole existence as a human from these few comebacks that I'm giving has got him to this assessment that I'm some sort of useless human being. And then I tell him that I'm just letting him know my family heritage, trying to give him some background. And he says that he realizes here that he's kind of a crappy person and that this is fun for me. He could literally insult me all day, which is wonderful because this is good material. And he just keeps going. At least I guess he realizes that he's kind of crappy, but he hasn't done anything about it. So is it worse to realize that you're a sucky person, do nothing about it, or not know that you're a sucky person at all? That's my question to you. I'm going to continue on. And this is when I let him know that I'm doing this. I'm going to use this for a video. I said, thank you. This is going to be good for the vlog, It's coming out. I'm going to put it on YouTube. And he says, are you going to touch on your own thoughts of low self-worth? Because so far you've called yourself useless and said you have a big nose. I said I come from a family of toucans who have big noses. And also, yes, I make fun of myself. I'm a comedian. That's my whole thing. I can make fun of myself and I don't care. It's because you can't make fun of me as well as I can make fun of me. That's the whole point of this. But he didn't get that. And I told him, yes, absolutely, this is gold. I wrote 5 words with a period, and then he writes another paragraph. This is so easy. His response to that was, this is why people don't enjoy talking to you. Someone insulting you doesn't mean they want to talk. It means that you've bothered them to the point they no longer have the decency to see you as someone with feelings and be nice because you can't take hints. Yeah. I want to talk to you because you're helping me with this video. All this stuff it's proving a point that basically bullies exist on the internet, and who cares? Just be yourself and don't take crap from other people. And also at the same time, don't give in to them. Don't get mean about it. Realize that their comments really don't matter. And if you have 100 people that think you're doing something right, and you have that one person who's in the background saying you're terrible and worthless and all these mean things, and obviously it's not saying it in a kind, considerate manner, then obviously that's not who you're supposed to be listening to. You're supposed to be listening to the crowd. You want to listen to the people that know you're doing the right thing and they're supporting you, not the one dissenter who's going to be rude about it. I mean, critiques, yes. You're going to have critics, and sometimes you got to listen to them to become better. But a lot of the time, you just got to keep doing what you love to do. Okay, so continue on. I did a little winky face, said, you're so sweet. And he goes, if you ever want to maximize your profit in life, you could take donations for letting people punch you. I responded with, I may have to consider that as a viable career decision. Like, I'm not making very much money. My face isn't making me any money, for definitely not now, probably never. And getting people to punch me in the face depends on how much I'm getting paid per punch. I would definitely like to consider that as something I could do, maybe in the future. So I told him that I want to consider that as a viable career decision. And okay, he says, do people actually like you, or are your friends in hopes, or are they your friends in hopes they can talk you down from the ledge you climb up on 2 to 5 times a year? 2 to 5 times a year? That seems like a low number. It seems like a reasonable amount of times to climb up on a ledge. I don't know exactly what he means by down from a ledge. I climb a lot of stuff, usually not suicidally, and but then I come back with that I'm actually afraid of. Nobody is my friend. What are you talking about? No. Actually, no, nobody likes me. But I don't like heights, so you're not going to see me on any ledges. Maybe people talking me away from bottles of pills. I don't know if people do that. Please, people, suicide is not the answer. We're just going to get into that right now. I'm going to continue with this conversation. This is pretty much where he shuts down, and I don't know, who wins here. I don't care. He said, any further messages from you, I will take as harassment, an invitation to contact authorities. You will be physically confronted if you continue this harassment. Have a nice day. God bless. Okay, a couple thoughts on the ending there. You will be physically confronted. I don't know what that means. Is he gonna like punch me if I respond to this comment? Because pretty sure I did nothing wrong and he was harassing me because I only responded in gentle, nice ways. So he started this conversation, and also he's gonna physically confront me. You're gonna come. You don't know where I live, first of all, and secondly, you're not gonna punch me because that makes it legally your problem. And I'm not gonna fight you because I don't care and I'm not mad. So obviously you are. But the final thing, have a nice day, God bless. I just want to let people know that God is not someone who condones this activity, this kind of things. Being mean to somebody is not what I've learned. I've learned to follow in the way of Jesus, and that is that people who are your enemies, people who say these mean things, that you should be kind to them, like no matter what. And I know I'm kind of using this video maybe for some sort of knowledge and awareness, but also to be seen, so maybe this is seen as negative, but I just wanted to go out there and tell people how they might deal with a bully. So all I said was, you know, a little quip at the end. I apologize for this harassment you're now seeing, because he's seeing it, and he said it was harassment. It's not. I'm not harassing him. I don't think he understands how harassment works. I feel like this has been a really long vlog about this, and congratulations to you if you made it to the end of it. And please tell me what you think about it. I guess the main message about this is that don't let bullies or mean people tell you can't or tell you shouldn't when you know deep down that you should. And if you got a talent, you got a passion, pursue it. And basically, the point I'm trying to say in all this is don't let little things get you down. And I know there's a lot of kids out there, there's people on the internet, cyberbullies, and it's a real issue. For me, I don't care, right? But there are people out there, like younger kids, who don't have that emotional maturity, that they understand that this person's feelings and opinions really don't matter. And even if it's a large group of people who are being mean, belittling you, whatever, bullies, as a young person, please, like, let it brush off your back. I know it's hard sometimes to just, like, forget about what people are saying, but the best thing to do is just ignore it and stay positive. And thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.